we've come a long way. Our story began in the mountains, where a mother and her two twin boys were visiting their grandfather, only to be attacked by a mechanized Drago on their return trip. The mother, Hanawa, gave her life to save her sons. The older twin, the red-headed Klaus, went after the Drago with his father's knife to avenge his mother's death, while the younger twin, the blonde-haired Lucas, lacked the courage to join his brother and stayed behind. When their father Flint tracked down and subdued the mechanized Drago, Klaus was nowhere to be found and has not been seen since. Flint continuously searched for his lost child for 3 years with no luck, as the Nowhere Islands were slowly transformed according to Porky's evil designs. Animals were combined into hideous chimeras, the townspeople were brainwashed, and an army of pig mask-wearing soldiers patrolled the islands. But Porky was still not satisfied. He sought the destruction of the world. And to accomplish this task, he needed to awaken the dark dragon sleeping beneath the islands. Porky gained control of someone capable of pulling the 7 needles sealing the dark dragon away, the masked man. However, as Porky's despicable plans were set in motion, Lucas set out on a journey of his own. Gathering strength, courage, and friends along the way, he was able to overcome any obstacle Porky and his forces threw in his path. He destroyed the tower raining bolts of lightning down on all townsfolk who opposed Porky, pulled 3 of the 7 needles sealing the dragon away, and drove the enemy into a corner. Now, only 1 needle remains, and he who pulls it will impart the feelings in his heart to the dark dragon and determine the fate of the world. Hello guys, this is UniversalGiant, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play Mother 3. In the last episode, we learned from our father, Flint, that the one pulling the needles, the masked man, is our long-lost twin brother Klaus. Will we be able to stand up to him? There he is. I'll say right off the bat that once we get to a certain point in this battle, I'll just let the battle speak for itself. But first, there he is. Strikes down everyone but Lucas with a bolt of lightning, and because we have the Franklin badge, it gets thrown right back at him. And we're left to fight him alone. The masked man, Klaus. You can try to revive your party members, but as soon as you do, he'll knock them down as soon as you revive them, and instantly knock them down. So you shouldn't bother wasting the PP for it. Now you can try to attack him with your strongest attacks, but for some reason, Lucas isn't able to bring himself to hit his own brother. So all we can do in this fight is survive. Guard as often as you can, so you can take as many hits as possible. And just hope that something can get through to him. That he can realize who he is, who we are. Get over whatever brainwashed him. Just hope and pray that he can realize for himself that he's our brother. That he's not just some puppet. That he's not just Porky's slave. But what else can we do? There's nothing we can do. I'm sorry it turned out like this. I'm really happy you could be with me just before the end. Thanks. Dad? I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. I'm going to where Mom is now. Lucas? I hope we meet again someday. Bye. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Klaus gave his final breath. Lucas, thank you. Klaus was just hasty, that's all. You'll forgive your hasty brother, won't you? All right. This is it. The time has come for you to pull the dragon's last needle. Are you ready? You've made it here. You've made it this far. You'll be alright. Believe in yourself, and pull that final needle. Nothing needs to be sealed away anymore. Let's make the Dark Dragon sealed underground our new friend. Pass your heart on to the dragon. Pray to it from the bottom of your heart. Ask it to protect all life in this world. Me and everyone else. We all believe in you. So now you need to believe in yourself. Now go. The dragon is waiting to be woken up. Your life, and the lives of all who believe in you. Will you put it all on the line, and pull the final needle? Not knowing what's going to happen. Not knowing how this world is going to end, if legends are true and life really will be born anew. But we've come this far. The dragon is just waiting to be woken up. We have to put our hands up and just leave it to destiny to decide. With that, we've awoken the Dark Dragon. See the people in Newport City concerned. Earthquakes. Even the animals in the Chimera Lab. Even the animals on Tantane Island. Rocks come plummeting down from the sky as the island erupts in flames, tornadoes, water spouts spatting up. Did we really do the right thing pulling the final needle and awakening the Dark Dragon? Even the highway is being broken up, torn to shreds, earthquakes shattering everything. The roads are destroyed. The land is literally tearing apart at the seams. It's as if Armageddon has erupted. The day of reckoning. The entire island is being destroyed. Is this really what we wanted? Is this what Porky wanted? In his passing, did he actually get what he was looking for? Well, these questions are left unanswered. As we see the Zeppelin that was flying over Alex's house at the very beginning of the game. Not even that's a match for this destruction, this senseless annihilation. And all we see of the Dark Dragon is a silhouette as the island is enveloped in flames. And we pan away to one final shot where we see that the dragon itself is as large as the islands themselves. So what happened? What was the result of our adventures? Was it worth it? Or did we just wind up annihilating the entire human race for good? Maybe we'll never know. That can't really be it. Can it? Did I just move? We can walk around? Ow! Someone say something. Wait. Watch where you're walking. Can't you see where you're going? Quite obviously not. I can't see a thing. It's okay. This isn't a dream. It's not a dream? What is it then? It's a miracle. A real miracle. It seems everyone's alright. Everyone's alright? So we didn't destroy the world? I thought everything was about to be destroyed. But everyone's alive. The only way to describe it is as a miracle. Well, that's good. I guess we know what happened. Did the dragon's revival give power to all life? That nearly scared me to death, but I guess this is what they mean by a crisis gone is easily forgotten. In any case, everyone's just peachy keen now. Well, that's good. I guess we didn't destroy the world. That was scary. That was the very definition of scary. Anybody else to talk to? Is there a way out of here? Say, are you UniGiant? How do you know my name? Oh, it's okay. Phew, what a relief. Hey everybody, UniGiant's over here and doing just fine. Breaking the fourth wall? UniGiant! Lucas said he wanted to meet you. I'd love to meet him too, but I can't see him. UniGiant, thanks so much for everything. And for helping Lucas and the others. This world might have been completely destroyed had it not been for you. Really, I was afraid I was the one who destroyed it. To be honest, I was so scared the moment Lucas pulled that last needle. I did have faith, though. I had faith. But I felt a kind of fear so bad that I almost expected my entire body to blow apart. But as you can see, everyone's just fine. We've regained something incredibly immense. Don't know why, but I can't stop the tears from coming out. What is this feeling? What could it be? This is the first time I've seen you cry, Kumatora, especially with such a manly voice. You're really cute now that I look. I wonder who was talking there. Tuster, is there something you're not telling us? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop it, stop it, stop stepping on me. Even mole crickets are living creatures too, you know. Sorry, didn't see you there. Hehe, who poked you in the back? Guess who? Incidentally, I'm Wes, and it wasn't me. I'm Alec. I didn't poke you in the back, UniGiant. He's playing innocent, but Wes is the one who did it. We're both alive and well. Isn't that right? We're both well. That's good. You can also scroll off the end. Oxygen? No thanks. But I prefer walking around where I can see the end. Oh, have we met somewhere before? Me? My name is Rope Snake. I was just considering living a quiet life as a snake rope now. If you happen to find that kind of sad, then please talk to me and say thanks. And your jaw saved us all. No ordinary snake could have done that. No ordinary rope. This conversation is turning out to be long, just like the snake I am. But I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. UniGiant, was it? I'll be certain to etch that name into my mind. Have a good New Year. Have a good New Year. Salsa and Samba! Now that my saving job is over, I think I'll settle down and take care of the tadpoles. Thank you for everything. No, wait. It's the other way around. Hop, save your game. Trip down. Trip down. Hit nose on ground. Mr. Saturn looks like he's okay. Bodhi! He's doing well too! I don't know how I can understand dogs. I don't have the gift of gab. Anybody else to talk to? Hello? The rolling thing wobbles with glee. So Porky is still trapped inside that incredibly safe capsule? Or whatever it was called? There seems to be something inside, but you can't really tell what it is. Your foot hits something small and round. It's a doorknob. Yep, even the doorknob is here. But we get to take it with us. Oh, UniGiant! Thanks, I feel so utterly, incredibly thankful for everything you've done. Thank you for everything. I wish we could always be together. We just met and now we have to say goodbye. All the people of this world were saved thanks to you. Thank you, UniGiant. Hee, that was fun, UniGiant. Let's meet again sometime. We can meet as many times as we want. UniGiant? Bye. Where's the world layer like? It looks like things work out here, but what about your world? Will it be alright? Hey, other world! Be good to UniGiant! Thanks. Goodbye. 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 Thanks so much. Come back sometime. Thanks for everything. UniGiant, we'll meet again sometime, right? Don't forget us. Goodbye. Thanks. We sure had a lot of fun, didn't we? Thanks. And with that, we really are left to question what happened. But it seems like everyone turned out okay. And the roll call. Now, just to explain my personal take on the end of this game, I like to think that life was restored to the point before Porky invaded the Nowhere Islands. So I like to think Klaus is okay, and Hana was okay, and anybody else that was harmed by anything Porky did at all is still safe and sound, and life is restored to the way it once was. And a lot of people think it's kind of cheesy to think, hey, Klaus and Hana, they can't be okay, they can't be safe because they died, but that's just the way I like to see it, and if you guys have a differing opinion, I'd love to hear it. And that does it for Mother 3. I have to say, every time I see the ending sequence of this game, I tear up a little bit. It's the closest I've ever come to crying over a video game, I'll tell ya. It really is heart-wrenching. I mentioned it at the beginning of the game, that it's a very emotional game. And there's so much that I'd love to say about this game that I've just been holding off on giving my opinions about because, quite frankly, this is the kind of game that speaks for itself, and I don't think words do it justice. It's extremely fun to play. It never gets old. As you go through the game, everything is always new. You can find things you never noticed before. And no matter how many times I go through the story, I still find it as emotional as ever. But that's left up to interpretation too. I just wanted to let the game speak for itself, because I knew that there was no way I could dictate to you what this game was like without letting you see it for yourselves, and hopefully you guys feel the same way about it as I do, otherwise this has probably been an incredibly boring project. But this has quickly become one of, if not my favorite video game of all time, Mother 3. And although I've never played for myself the other two Mother games, I have seen Earthbound. I might play that eventually. But going over to any other RPG without a combo system like this, where you can combo your physical attacks to the beat of the background music, I think that's what sets this game apart more than anything else. Because you can find other RPGs that have excellent stories, or you can find other RPGs that have... I'd like to say that have the same humor as the Mother series, but really, the Mother series has a humor all its own, and you have to give credit to Shigesato Itoi for that, among the other developers as well. I mean, it's unfortunate that he said he wasn't going to be involved in another Mother game. Although I have heard that there's a fan game, a Mother 4, on its way. I don't know the status of that. I haven't paid too much attention to it. I'm sure you guys know more about it than I do. But considering that, I mean, the game itself, you wouldn't continue watching this if you weren't interested in the game. So if anybody wants to know where you can find a fan translation patch, I included a link to it in my first video, but I'll include the link to the fan translation patch in the video description of this episode as well if you want to check it out. Now, to players who've never played this game before, I think you'll be surprised at just how much fun it is, even if you've already played the game, seen the game before, seen the story, like, say you've watched this entire Let's Play. I can speak from experience, having seen 2 or 3 different Let's Plays of it before I played it for myself. It's even more fun to delve into it on your own, to play around with the combo system, to explore. There are a lot of things in this game that I didn't go out of my way to show you. I mean, there's a lot of dialogue, a lot of humor, even a couple of enemies that I didn't show you. And speaking of enemies I didn't show you, if you want to unlock hard mode, I believe hard mode, the only thing that's different is that enemies have higher stats, but it doesn't change the story or any of the enemies or the attacks they do, but if I'm wrong, correct me. If you want to unlock hard mode, you need to have every enemy and every possible back sprite registered into the battle memory. That's something I've never personally done, but I've heard stories that you do unlock hard mode for that. And if you're looking for a little extra challenge, you can do that, especially in the beginning of the game. That's probably the toughest part. But if you want to get better at the combo system playing it for the first time, it just takes practice. The timing is something that you really need to work out for yourself. It can be a little bit quirky at times, and every song has a different beat. You need to be careful when you start getting different variations of the same music. You may not notice a difference. So if you're really having trouble with combos, practice in the battle memory. Remember, you pick it up with Duster in Osohe Castle, one of the side rooms on the first floor. So just practice with that. You can use Duster's Hypno-Pendulum to put most enemies to sleep, and you can hear their heartbeats. That'll give you the rhythm for the combo system. And just take practice. I mean, I am as willing to start up a new file and play through this game again right now as I was when I started. That's why I love this game so much. It just never gets old. No matter how many times I play it through, I just want to start it up right again. Even though I've spent the last 4 months on a project of this one game, I still want to play it again. That's how much respect I have for this game, how much fun I think it is. And I hope you guys remember, for the most part, who all of these characters were that are going through the roll call right now, but if you haven't, play through it yourself, or watch it over again, or do whatever. But we're approaching the end here. The pig masks, the chauffeur and the mini Porky, the oxygen machines. Oh god, so many bad... I mean, a lot of good memories from this game, but that's one of the really horrific ones. And Porky himself, who can forget? But hopefully he's locked inside this somethingly safe capsule for all eternity. And the masked man takes off his cap, takes off his helmet, reveals himself as Klaus, meets up with Flint and Hanawa again. That's another reason why I'd like to think that both of them are okay. He joins with Lucas, and the two of them approach the bottom of the screen together. Twin brothers reunited once again after the rebirth of the entire world. And with that, together once again, they take off. Will we ever see them again? That is yet to be seen. But until then, one final image of the doorknob. Does the doorknob have any sort of symbolism, or is it just an inside joke with the developers? Who knows? But we finally reach the staff credits, and we're reminded of all of the scenes that we've gone through in the entire game. There's not much left to be said. And again, there's just so much to be said about this game. I could dedicate an entire video just talking about this game, how much I love it, how much respect I have for it, the humor, the story, the gameplay, but at the same time, you just have to let the game speak for itself, and that's true of all Mother games. It can be serious, it can be fun, it can be humorous. I mean, you can start up a different chapter feeling a different way, and so many emotions run through your mind. I can't think of one that just didn't occur to me throughout the LP. I felt anger, I felt frustration, I felt happiness, jubilation, concern, worry, sadness, you name it. And that's another thing that sets this game apart, but I'm not going to dawdle on that too much. I don't know what I'm going to do after this, honestly. I don't think anything I do will live up to this, at least game-wise. But, of course, I'm always looking to improve with every project that I do, and I like to think that as I go on, each project that I do is better than the last, even if I'm more fond of one of my past games. I've decided on my next small project, which I hope who am I kidding? I probably haven't had the chance to record by the time this one goes up. And I don't know what my next large project is going to be. That relies on a number of variables that I have to figure out over the next week or so. And I'm also hoping to get started on another big secret project, so stay tuned for that. But this weekend I'm going to be putting up a remix, which will be a prelude to my small project coming up, so you can look forward to that. And I'm just willing to hear your overall opinions of this game, this Let's Play in general. I say at the end of every one of my LPs that I value more than anything your feedback. Anything you liked about this project, anything you didn't like, anything that I could do better, or something that you enjoyed, something particular about what I did that you thought was good. That's the kind of input I need to hear so I can continue making better projects for you guys. I mean, I'm one of those people that is stubborn and doesn't see anything wrong with what I do, even though I try as hard as I can to give you the best possible work. But if you guys don't tell me something, I don't know what you're thinking, so please let me know. And of course, classic Mother music playing throughout the credits. I almost feel bad talking over them. But at the same time, I've been waiting for months to tell you what I've told you here, my opinions. And the game is even nice enough to put the player in the credits. Very, very nice touch, especially with the four main characters looking over as it passes over the screen. And that does it for Mother 3. We're left with one last picture of the last time we saw Hinawa, sending off the pigeon to Flint to let him know that they had a wonderful time. And we're left with one lasting image of the Mother 3 logo. No longer a fusion of wood and metal. As the title screen indicated, a mixture of technology and nature. But this lasting image here, the entire title has been restored to wood, meaning peace, nature. Everything has been restored to the way it was before Porky invaded the islands. And with that, this is UniversalGiant, and because one of you requested, I'll leave you with Samba de Combo, the song that the DCMC didn't get to play. Until next time, guys.